My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. To support this YouTube channel, go to my Patreon link below. Buy my book, But Her Top Secret Emails. It is below. The link is below. Buy it. It is fantastic. It's book 1 in a series, and you're going to love book 2. But to understand the second book, you have to read But Her Top Secret Emails. It is below. I have something like 58 reviews. Check it out on Amazon right now. Something like 54 reviews are 5 stars. And then there's like one review from one guy. I think I know who he is. A writer. Anyway, one guy who like he put my book 1 star and then he put 5 stars for what happened for Clinton. It's kind of funny. It's kind of amusing. Anyway, buy the book. It is below. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Trump's divisive comments show lack of respect for the NFL. Here's my take on that. So there's a whole big explosion on social media now. Of course, you know, if it's Obama or Trump sending Americans back to war or to new war zones, nobody cares. Americans don't care. If it's this issue, this type of issue, then yeah, then the passions, you can see the just social media lighting up. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell rebuked President Trump for calling on NFL players that protest the national anthem to be fired, saying his comments were divisive. First of all, Roger Goodell is like the NFL's version of Hillary Clinton. I wrote an article in defense of Colin Kaepernick. I think that Colin Kaepernick has every right to do what he wants to do. It's not something I would do. I wouldn't kneel down during the national anthem, but it's his right as an American, if he wants to go ahead and do that, to shed light on an issue affecting the black community. It's more than President Obama has done. It's more than Democrats have done to address issues facing the black community. So I commend Colin Kaepernick for at least taking a stand, at least being somebody different from the pro athlete of 2017, 2016, 2015. That's my stance on Colin Kaepernick. I think he's a courageous individual. I think that he is somebody that should be emulated in terms of his courage. In terms of his courage to take a stand. You might not agree with him. Okay? You might not agree with what he's doing. You might not agree with the value system that he possesses or that he has. But at least he stands for something. At least Trump stands for something. At least Jill Stein and Bernie stood for something or stands for something. That's a whole other debate. But Roger Goodell cheated Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick's a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback. You can look at, he's not, he might not be Peyton Manning, but he's been to the Super Bowl, NFC championship games. He's a good quarterback. He has tremendous talent. I mean, you can't deny, it doesn't, you can look at his stats and you can say whatever you like. His stats before he got injured were amazing. But he has the talent. Nobody can debate. Nobody on the planet can debate that Colin Kaepernick has tremendous talent as a quarterback. God-given talent. Nobody can debate that. He deserves to be on an NFL team. The fact that he's not on an NFL team is Roger Goodell's fault. Because he knows very well that teams are shying away from hiring, from signing Kaepernick because of the stance. And then he goes and tries to do a Democratic Party duplicitous, disingenuous thing with, oh, well, Trump is being divisive. I don't really agree with what Trump is doing right now. I think it's actually somewhat counterproductive, very counterproductive, but it helps Trump. He's doing it because he knows he's going to get votes. Identity politics fools and trolls and the quote-unquote progressive crybaby whiners and complainers, they don't see what he's doing. They think that, oh my God, we have him in the corner now. Oh my God, he made such a fool of himself on social media. Yay, we're going to all make fun of him. No, he's actually winning. Trump is controlling the narrative. He's actually winning because there are a great many people who are actually not just white people, but black people, who disagree with Colin Kaepernick. That's the funny thing with social media and identity politics warriors and social justice warriors. They don't understand there are black people, there are Latino people who agree with Trump. They don't understand that there are a great many, millions and millions of people, not just white people, millions of people, Asian, Latino, black, Native American, who agree with Trump. It might not be the narrative that you see on social media. Because on social media, you could just be like, oh, white man, ha, 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 white man, and then suddenly everyone's supposed to know what you mean by that. But there are a lot of black people who don't agree with Colin Kaepernick. That being said, Trump is controlling the narrative. But getting back to Roger Goodell, the NFL is an organization that, in addition to pretending that brain injuries don't take place from hits, in addition to going basically attacking the surgeon, the brain, the doctor initially, really amazing guy who initially broke the story and said, hey, this is happening. The NFL went after him. The NFL did everything possible to hide and to cover up what was taking place with players who were committing suicide because of, the hits to the head and the constant hits to the head that, we see now. There's all these stories are taking place, are being publicized now, whether it's Aaron Hernandez in jail or with his brain, or prior athletes who have committed suicide. Dave Duerson, Junior Seau. The NFL is culpable in many ways. Mike Webster. The NFL is culpable in many ways because it tried to circumvent responsibility. I'm telling you, the NFL is like a Democratic Party. It's like it says one thing, does another. And they don't care about black issues. They don't care about issues affecting the black community. That's the truth. The NFL, I wrote in my Huffington Post article defending Colin Kaepernick, the NFL is composed of primarily black athletes. Yet they don't care about unarmed black citizens getting killed by police. They don't care about poverty within the black community. The NFL does not care about issues affecting the black community. The NFL is like the Democratic Party and President Obama. Black poverty went up during President Obama's tenure. So, and Goodell is like, he's just the worst. Just in terms of a sports fan, he's just the worst. I mean, you have numerous like scandals or episodes with players doing crazy things, and he'll like fine them and suspend them, then he'll increase the suspension because of outcry, or Roger Goodell doesn't really stand for anything. And with the Colin Kaepernick situation, he stood for the exact opposite of what he's claiming to represent at this moment. Roger Goodell was far closer, and the NFL was far closer to what Trump just stated than what they're trying to portray themselves as. Anyway, give me your thoughts on the NFL, Roger Goodell, what's taking place right now. It's a giant cultural kind of debate now, but the debate really should be about issues affecting, the emphasis should be about solving black poverty, black unemployment, the issues with police brutality, these topics affecting the black community, black communities around the country. That should be the emphasis. But it's not the emphasis. Definitely not from the Democratic Party. All they care about is votes. And on social media, all people on social media care about generally is insulting other people and, forming little groups or cliques on social media. Trump is now winning this narrative, but because he's getting his message out. His message is crystal clear. What's the Democratic Party's message? What's the NFL's message? What's Roger Goodell's message? What's Hillary Clinton's message? You don't see Hillary Clinton standing with Kaepernick. You don't see Pelosi or Schumer. You don't see Obama standing with Kaepernick. but I'm repeating myself. And there's a very, very interesting comment from my last segment. Well, I won't read that one. I was going to read that one. I won't read that one. This is really a kind, because I just want to focus on positivity. So, and almost all the comments are positive on every one of my segments, and I greatly appreciate that. But this is a really, really cool sentiment, and I want to thank you for this. I love H.A. Goodman. He's a relentless man with a good heart and wants to know the truth. I appreciate that. I appreciate that greatly. And I just thank you very much for saying that, to the gentleman who stated that, and for the people who upvoted that, and for the people who are watching my YouTube channel and listening to me ramble on, and for everyone who wrote the most amazing reviews on my book. I mean, this is like a phenomenon. Like on Amazon, I don't know the people who were writing these 5-star reviews, but there are 53 or 52 5-star reviews on my book, But Her Top Secret Emails. It's on Amazon Kindle. You can read it on your computer, or if you have a Kindle, go ahead. It's going to be on different formats also very soon. Share this segment and give me your thoughts below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. Tell your friends to subscribe. We're on our way to 100,000. You know, when we reach 100,000 subscribers, my voice and your voice will be amplified. Whether you're a conservative or progressive or independent or whatever, if you hate if you dislike the Democratic Party, I don't hate. We don't hate. If you dislike the Democratic Party because of its duplicity and disingenuous nature, and the fact that it says one thing, does another all the time, you can disagree with conservatives, but at least they have a political party that actually stands with them. But if you dislike the Democratic Party, this is the channel for you. I expose Democratic Party corruption. So tell your friends. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for listening. Buy the book below.